Y'all are not gonna believe this. We're live now, Mace.
Oh.
So we
Hey people.
we was actually doing the show. I thought I clicked the live button and we was 30 minutes in.
We done went in. We just went in. We done had all types of convos. We done talk about the Kardashians.
Oh my gosh.
But we gotta run it again. That was just a practice run. Let's go.
So well, I can't believe that. So we were on there for 30 minutes just going in and we was not even on live.
Then played 3 videos.
Done played video, got video evidence, and we done played the receipts and everything.
That's all right. We just going again. run our video. Run our intro.
So we're gonna run the intro again, and we're gonna come back and get ourselves together. I didn't even know y'all was waiting. We was on here just talking, but here we go.
We're back, and I have on my Bad Boys Club sunglasses because it seems like everybody in that house have these.
We just gonna go back through it. We was talking about Bad Girls Club.
Hey Nola. Hey J Rucker. Hey Thick Girl.
Hey mate. Next time, y'all be like, because if Thick Girl didn't say where y'all at, I'm like, you don't see us, we right here. But then I don't know what happened.
Yeah, because we was on for about 30 minutes. So we was
30 minutes in.
We was technically on time. But what we discussed was my tea, and I added some blackberry brandy. And I said the blackberry brandy is getting real light. Remember, I don't know if y'all know about blackberry brandy, but it used to be purple. And now it's clear.
Maybe it's because of the Rona. Maybe that's why it's
changed. They skipping like they got a blackberry shortage?
It's possible. It's quite possible.
See, for us sitting there for like 30 minutes talking, I'm gonna need.
We was about to go to the third topic. We had talked about 2 things.
All right, so we're gonna just have to run that back because we were the Kardashians, them Kardashians.
We're gonna talk about the Blac Chyna and the Kardashians or the Hodashians. So basically, for y'all who don't know, Blac Chyna is currently suing the Kardashians for stopping her bag. Basically, I think this is not the first case. This is probably the second or third case of where people are trying to recover bags that was taken from them, supposedly. Nene's doing the same thing. So basically, Blac Chyna is saying that the Kardashians stopped her bag because she had the Chyna and Rob show, and they only did 1 season, and the Kardashians got her show pulled, and
which they did. You saying people are at luggage cane? They trying to collect bags
unclaimed luggage. Like you trying to get all the unclaimed. I think the money is drying up, and you're trying to recover money from wherever you can, because right now she's also facing tax problems as well.
But honestly, I think she deserves the money. I think the Kardashians did stop her show. The show was entertaining. The show was popular. Even Ryan Seacrest said that the show was one of the most popular shows on the E! Network. Now, Kris Kardashian emailed him or texted him or something and said, ditch the bitch. She got to go. That she's hood and she's ghetto. But how are you calling her hood and ghetto when your daughter's coochie is hood and ghetto? Musclehead Chloe been chasing behind this no goodity man for how long? And like you get him, you lose him how you get him, girl. You what you thought was going to happen? You took him from that girl and she just had a baby by him. Like if he was snaky enough to leave his baby mother at that vulnerable state, what do you think he going to do to you, Musclehead?
Well, really, I feel like Blac Chyna and Kim are two sides of the same coin. They really are the same girl. They both, were in the industry, both have tapes out, both are half plastic. So you would think they would get along. So basically...
But they did get along. That was the issue that I think Chris is really upset that Blac Chyna outhold her daughter. Mm-hmm. This is hoism at its finest. Blac Chyna done set the hoes on a mile-high voyage because the simple fact is that her and Kim was once close friends. Mm-hmm. Kim's little sister ended up stealing her baby father, Tiger. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, Blac Chyna pulled the ultimate hoe move. She went and slept with the brother and had a baby by him. Now she has the only real Kardashian heir.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't want him to have that Kardashian.
He's going to be in your family for the rest of your life. What other move was that? That was chess, not checkers. Like, and she deserves her money. If not for the just give her money for that.
But you can't get child support if you don't have the child. Like, she never really has her child with her. I remember her going to amusement park one time and her child fell out the stroller. You remember that? Something
yeah,
with the stroller.
I know. No, she. I don't think the child fell out the stroller. She was trying to hit someone with the stroller.
She hit someone with the stroller.
Yeah,
and it was a big scene at the amusement park. So that was the last time I saw her with her child.
But we know that Blac Chyna can get violent. But Corey Gamble, actually, he testified and he stated that he actually heard Blac Chyna tell Rob, "I'm gonna kill you, you fat motherfucker."
And Rob got on the stand and said that Blac Chyna was trying to kill him and that, she was beating on him allegedly.
Well, she probably was beating on him because he probably had a bar of soap and no wash rag. That's probably why she was beating on him. He probably was down to the shower with just a bar of soap rubbing it across his voluptuous body.
But Rob should know better. I mean, of course she didn't love you for real. Of course she just wanted the bag. I mean,
but Rob, you see a little love-hate relationship with them sisters and Rob. They always like teasing him. They always saying stuff to him. So he probably was getting back. I think at the time he was mad at his sisters too, as well. Mm-hmm. So it was just a perfect storm. Like you're not getting along with your sisters. One of your sisters hold and stole my baby father. Let's get together and let's make it do what it do. And I think it just went far. I think this is when revenge goes too far.
Yeah, and it seems like they band forces and they're trying to defend against this. But I don't know if Blac Chyna is going to win this because, like I said again, she's also facing tax problems. She hasn't paid her taxes in 2 years.
Embezzle.
So the friend who alleged that she was embezzling money, now they're launching an investigation about that. So she's facing multiple cases. The people are saying that she might be on powder.
Possibility, but I blame Treasure. I blame that friend Treasure. If Treasure never got down to the show on the Deuce and said that she was embezzling money and that Blac Chyna just needed her social security card. She just needs the social number. She was just trying to pay her. That was all. She wasn't trying to embezzle nothing.
So I have some video footage of Blac Chyna acting strangely. She's talking about her embezzlement, but then she's trying to use her assistant as a scapegoat so she can run from the conversation. But it was weird. Blac Chyna is a weird person to me.
Yeah, I think they go to Hollywood and just become Holly weird.
So here she is acting weird. They said she on powder, so allegedly. But is this what powder make you do? Let's see.
I have 6
I have no idea.
Yeah. But I get 3 of them back.
Oh, you get, but it was that because.
No, I had 6 cars. I get 3 of them back because it's harder.
No.
I'm one person.
So I was reading that it was because it was
I'm sorry, this is more important. Sorry.
Because your baby daddies were not paying you any.
I'm sorry, my assistant has.
Okay.
You muted.
She said that she had 6 cars, but she gave 3 back. Some people are saying that sounds like a repo.
Right, it does.
They're saying that your stuff was probably repo. That's why you gave it back. You just didn't. Who buys stuff and just gives it back? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and girl, first of all, why you needed 6 cars? It's not like you was driving your kids around.
And then the poor assistant just looking like, what?
like, what are you talking about? She's sitting there like, what?
Confused. So I think that Blac Chyna is really just trying to recover an old bag. I think she needs that bag to pay for this other bag for her 2 years of not paying taxes.
But I think she deserves some money because I do believe that she would have been picked up for that second season if them Kardashians didn't go down there and make the head honcho calls because they know they are big wigs over there at E.
They're big wigs, but I don't think you can go after them because legally they probably are not the ones who fired you. E probably fired you, but they can influence E, but they aren't the ones who fired you. So
I think she may. I don't know. I think she shouldn't have brought her mother to court. I don't think her mother should have came to court. Like
she was a bad character.
Your mother should have been far. Keep Tokyo, and I like I like me some Toke.
But you don't know what way she's gonna go.
I ain't bringing Tokyo to court.
Tokyo, you don't know what she's gonna say, where she's gonna go with it. So that was definitely not the move to bring her.
Right, and you see the muscle head, them Kardashians, they're gonna sit over there. They ain't scared of no penis, no black penis, but they scared of one black woman.
But yeah, so they're all gonna team up and allege that she's been assaulting Rob. And
yeah, I'm so scared. Tokyo needs to leave the courtroom. We're scared. Please, and Chloe, if you ain't scared to catch an STD, you ain't scared of Tokyo. Please.
How you know she ain't scared?
Because if you was still sleeping with that funny looking basketball player with the big booty, if you was still Tristan, that he always look like a duh.
Yeah,
and that baby looked just like him.
I mean, I don't think this is what Chloe looks like now. Chloe looks like a totally different person now, but
she still is a muscle head. Like regardless, like you could lose all the weight you want to. You're still funny looking. You're still the ugly sister.
But I don't think that case is gonna go anywhere. But we're gonna keep an update on it and keep a check on it. But I don't think that she's gonna win. Another person who I think.
But also, real quick before you end Kardashian news, did you hear that Kim's first husband is speaking out about how basically what he's trying to say or allude to is that the family basically used him because he was the one at the time with the money, the clout, and that Kim pursued him.
What was his name again?
I forget the name.
Was that the
Corey Gamble? Not Corey Gamble. That's Chris' husband.
Was he an athlete?
I think he was some type of management or something like that. He was like something behind the scenes of business. He was like that. He met her at a party, like he ran into her, and then she reached out to somebody else. Was like, "Oh, do you know how to get in contact with him?" Mm-hmm. Such and such. She pulled one of those, told him, but he ended up divorcing her because he said she was cheating on him.
Probably so.
That she cheated. He paid for a lot of surgery. He paid, like, basically when she was with him, she was looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. She was looking like her original face, like a real Armenian.
Jafar. She used to look like Jafar.
Yeah, basically. She's looking like she, was riding on the rug. But
are you talking about Chris Humphries?
No, it wasn't Chris, the first husband. I'm going to find out for you right now. Her first husband.
She was married before Chris Humphries.
Yeah, she was married before him. See, they don't want you to know certain things.
Because she was making it seem like that was her first marriage.
No, she was married before Chris Humphrey. I think you could probably Google because he would come up in the Google right now. Let me just.
But I don't think that this case is going to stand in court. It's just going to sit there and she's going to waste her money on lawyers' fees. Who wants to waste your money on lawyer fees and just waste your time like that? So while you're getting that, we're going to move on to the next case. Okay, Mace? All right. So the next thing that we want to talk about is another case that is going nowhere. Is the case with Lenithia Leaks. As y'all know, Lenithia is alleging that she's suing Bravo and production. Let me know when you find it, Mason.
I have the name right here. His name is Damian Thomas.
Thomas?
Yeah, his name is Damian Thomas. And actually, yeah, I'm gonna try to send you a quick picture and maybe you can bring it up.
Yeah, okay.
You will have to see.
I can search for it.
Yeah, search for Damian Thomas, her first husband, and look at this man, and you tell me what Kim was using him for.
Well, that's the same thing I was saying with Rob. I mean, unfortunately, you got to look in the mirror and know what what you're dealing with.
But he basically said he was tricking on the whole family, like on the mama down to the mama to the thing, and then Kim tried to use the ecstasy, like, oh, I was on ecstasy when I married him. She
said that?
Yes. That the marriage, like basically, I was high when I married him. But you lived in this man's house. He was basically, the way he put it, like he was help funding your lifestyle and funding your operations and funding your butt. Like, and
I pulled up a weird looking actor.
That's him.
That's him?
Now you tell me.
Like I gotta say weird looking. I mean weird looking.
A darker brown skinned gentleman?
No. So I pulled up the wrong thing. So this ain't him because this is a white guy that I pulled up.
So this is a black gentleman. You know she likes the black men. And this is, I understand, like black men, stop falling for it. If you wasn't dating this woman for years or in high school, like when they come out the woodwork and they are just using you because they know that you just had, like, especially ones that's less than attractive. A lot of black men that's less than attractive, they be just waiting to get the girl. So they would do anything.
But a lot of times, if they have the money, then the girl is waiting to get the bag. So that's the same thing.
This is what I'm saying. But why wouldn't you feel used as a man? That's why I said, like, even in personal, like with me, like after I had my weight loss surgery, like people that's in my DMs that been my friend, like friends for years, like people that I've known for, you've been in my Facebook friend for 25 years. But now you want to get up in my DM, get the heck out of here, please.
Yeah, so I mean that's what Rob is saying, that she never loved him, but I could have told him that. Like I could have told him that Blac Chyna never saw nothing for you. So we're gonna move on from that and move on to the next topic, which was Nene Leaks.
Hey,
who has a similar case. So she's suing Bravo for racial discrimination and the production of the show True. She's suing True. Basically, since that she's come out with this lawsuit, she's been getting drugged up and down the internet. And people have been pulling receipt after receipt after receipt on Nene. And all the lawyers, we made it so easy for the lawyers, is all they got to do is just go online and just search her name because all the evidence is here.
Right, you were playing some videos from the gentleman. You said his name was King of Shade on Instagram.
Yeah, so King of Shade has been posting receipt after receipt after receipt. So here's one receipt that he has of Nene discrediting herself.
You have a spinoff? I don't know if I want to do that. You know, they've asked me to do a spinoff so many times, and I've always said no. You have a spinoff? I don't know if I want to do that. You know, they've asked me to do a spinoff so many times, and I've always said no.
So that just takes away your whole lawsuit.
Ciao, boo.
That discredits your entire lawsuit. It's saying you're alleging that you weren't given opportunities and they didn't give you an opportunity for your own show, and they gave one to Kim. You named Kim so many times, but here you are, hugged up with Kim last year. Not too long ago, you was hugged up with Kim. So it's just like
where's the video when they was reunited and it felt so good?
This is right here, but I'm gonna have to cut that sound off. But here they are. This is recent. This is after the chicken comment. This is after
But she's been messing with Kim. Wait, the chicken comment was in season 1. We're now in season 30? Like,
she put the season 1 chicken comment in her lawsuit. So
and yeah, most of the lawsuit it pertains to Kim. So why are you not suing Kim?
She has no rights to sue Kim, and she really has no rights to sue Bravo. This is,
I think Bravo should just throw it away. And this is very telling, and this is going to be very detrimental to her career because who's going to want to work with her? Like when you go to other networks, they're going to look at this and say, okay, as soon as something doesn't go your way, are you going to try to sue us or say we're racist?
And she doesn't realize that she's part of her own downfall. She's the reason for her own downfall. It's not Bravo, because isn't she supposed to be doing like a College Hill spinoff on BET Plus or whatever it's going to be? So you're still doing other shows. May not be same quality, may not be same network.
But the problem is that Nene thought she was going to be that girl. She went out into Hollywood and couldn't sustain. She was on Glee. She looked like she was reading the thing 1, 2, 3, 1. The acting was horrible.
Yeah,
that's probably why Glee got canceled, and you couldn't make it. Then you crawled back to the Housewives. That alone. You left us to go pursue and be this big actress in Hollywood, and then you couldn't sustain. So then you came crawling back to us. We gave you your job back, but you just didn't have the position that you were in. You wasn't that girl no more. The cast members, you was just a regular cast member. So now they're treating you as they should, a regular cast member. Now you're upset and you want to slam laptops and then call people racist. Girl, boo, bye.
So allegedly what happened was Bravo, when they want to get rid of somebody, they offer you like a friendship role. That's what they did to Cynthia, offer you a friendship role and a lot less money. And they did that with Nene, and I guess that's when they became racist. So before that...
This is what I'm saying. Give me the Nene back that couldn't count. Give me the Nene back that was asking Greg to help her with homework for her son. Ooh, how you do this, Greg? How you do? I want that Nene back.
So this is footage of Nene attacking staff and production and a pregnant woman on the show.
You up. Do that, motherfucker. Let me go.
Well,
now, that was a very iconic episode because I do believe that's the same episode where Shamari threw up in Eva's shoe.
Yeah, I think
it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on that day.
But my thing is this also. So you didn't want them upstairs. You shouldn't have brought them upstairs at all, period. They shouldn't have been up there if you didn't want them up there. She put her hands on production, and they edited the video when it went live so it'll make Nene look less bad because they could have showed the uncut version.
Yeah, but even Portia was trying to cover it up. And
Portia was trying to cover it up later when they made up, but before they made up, she wasn't trying to cover it up. She actually brought it up on the show. Nene acted like she didn't know what happened because allegedly she went after Portia with a belt, and she was pregnant at the time.
No, she grabbed her and popped Portia belt.
But still, how hard do you have to grab somebody?
Yeah, she did. She grabbed her, and then the belt popped, and that's when because Candy was more adamant about because Candy was like it was a pregnant woman. Candy was like she went after a pregnant woman.
Yeah, and you hear the people in the background screaming, Nene, stop, Nene, stop.
And poor Portia, she's like, I'm scared. What she said?
I'm scared. But she know how to fight, but not when she's pregnant. But
right. I was like, oh, girl, My Little Pony, you better put up one of them hoofs and protect your belly.
I mean, it's so many instances where we have caught Nene in fraudulent behavior. You want to switch up, and all of a sudden now they're racist. So I showed a video earlier of her saying that she was offered to do the show, her own show, and she chose not to. She did have one show at one point when her marriage
got married. It was a marriage special. So
she did have a show. So what are you talking about? She did have a show.
Yeah, but she did have that show, but this was after the marriage special is when Wendy asked her, like, do you want to spend it? So she's like, they're offering several times. Mm-hmm. And she made sure they made several offers. And I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to do that. Like, girl, which one is it? Like,
Right, because I think it was called "I Dream of Nene" or something like that.
Nene gets married. I know it's just the bridesmaids, bridesmaids.
And this
Whatever
is another receipt that the King of Shade posted on Nene. It's just so much. It's just so much. You're looking fraudulent. Hold on. Let's see.
He said Brielle Zolciak recently tweeted out that you and Kim were the best duo ever on Bravo. Do you agree with that statement? And where do you and Kim currently stand?
What a liar, honey.
Yeah.
If not one. She's right. We're the greatest and the best duo ever. And I've spoken to Kim here and there. We're in a great place. We're always in a great place when we're not working together. When we're working together, we're pulling wings. Crazy. Okay? But we're good. Yeah.
So how do you go from that and to naming her in your lawsuit and saying that she's been racist towards you? How can you be cool with somebody who was racist towards you? I don't understand it. It's just
the tomfoolery of it all. Like you don't even believe yourself at this point. Like, girl, you kept going back. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't even think it would get past the judge's desk. Like, will it? I don't know. Like,
yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I don't think that this lawsuit is going to go anywhere. It's just so much evidence of you clearly being bitter because you weren't asked to come back in full capacity. So now you're trying to take it out on everyone, and it's your own fault that you're getting blackballed, because when you sue, whenever production companies see someone sue the network, that's not a good look.
Right. And it's big, but it's a small industry.
Yeah. And if you want to work in this industry, you need to not sue major production companies.
Because if I was a head of a network, Nene would not be like, because as soon as we don't agree, or as soon as I say something, or as soon as she has to get bumped down for some odd reason, she's going to say something about me and she's going to sue me. So we don't even want to put ourselves in this. She's a liability.
Mm-hmm. She's a liable person. Nobody wants to deal with her, and it's not because of race. It's because you've been problematic. And
she just comes off very jealous. This is very telling. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it, I personally think it stems from her childhood. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, like, she gives a bandit kid, like she wants to be the center of attention. Like, I'm not sure, like, I think her mother passed away, but I think her aunt raised her. And she wasn't really like, and sometimes kids like that feel abandoned, they feel alone, like, and they want to be seen. So when it's time for them to be seen, it's like, I need to be the starring role. Like, because she gives like a jealous, like, she tried to be big sisterly, but with a jealous underhand.
She's a narcissistic person. And as long as you're doing what the narcissist wants you to do, you're the best thing popping. But as soon as you step out on your own, you do your own thing, you maybe even become a little bit more popular. Once they see you rising up, they got to pull you back down. And Nene wants to be on TV, so that's why she was not on the reel not too long ago saying that she wants to come back and have a conversation with some of the girls, and she still has beef with
and that alone, you just wanted to come back a couple of months ago before the season they finished rapping. You wanted to come back. So now that they didn't want you back, they're racist?
And you're creating beef with cast members. You're creating beef with Candy out of nowhere. Like, you're not even going to feel like...
And my girl, Miss Kenya Moore, I loves me some Miss Kenya. She's a Black Barbie doll. Mm-hmm. She said this 2 years ago.
She did. I remember when she said this, courtesy of the Jasmine brand who I'm getting the clip from. But I remember watching this interview she did with
Candy. Robin. Hey, Ebony M.
Hey, y'all. So I remember this interview that she did with Candy not too long after the reunion aired, where they were wearing the all white and they did it virtually. Right. So this is Kenya talking about a couple years ago, Nene trying to sue Bravo, because she tried it before. This is not the first time. So let's play this clip.
It's outside of Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's why I brought up the whole recent thing with Portia, because it's like, if this is your friend, why is she hating on you while you're running? You know what I mean? While you're doing better and while you're getting other jobs. So I wanted her to see the essence of who she is as a hateful, jealous person. She, friend or foe, hateful. So when it comes to you, even when it comes to Bravo, now here's some real tea. Now, you know, the whole thing with her getting Lisa Bloom and getting her ready to sue people. You know, she was about to sue someone or whatever. It was Bravo. She was suing Bravo and True because she felt like they were
allegedly.
Okay, but I'm go ahead and say allegedly, so you and I don't get cease and desist letters. But I'm telling you for a fact, and you know I don't repeat stuff unless I know it's a fact. She was going to allegedly sue Bravo and sue Truly because she was talking about how, she's having all these great meetings, but then nothing happens after that. So she was trying to say or allege that they were stopping her from getting other projects outside of.
And outside of this, you're naming, and she's grasping at straws, in my opinion. You're naming the chicken wing incident from season 1. You're naming when Kim went to Candy's house for the first time and she said the exit that she got off of was ghetto. You don't even like Candy, so I don't even know why you're bringing up Candy into this. You're just, to me, and you're bringing up Roachgate, which we can debate on if Roachgate was about race. I think it was about class than about race. I think that she was basically calling her broke or whatever.
I think it was about roaches.
I don't think it was about race.
About roaches because and that was a big roach. Like it is, you know, the South, and it's
it was
hot.
Water bug. It was
water bugs. I was like, I think it was about water bugs because if they went in the bathroom, you know how kids are. Should Brielle have done that? No. Should Kim have reprimanded her about doing that? Yes. But kids are kids. I don't think it was like intentional or saying that you're ghetto or being racist about it. It's like, oh my God, we're in the bathroom of Nene Leakes and look, she got a water bug. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot about this. Nene called Claudia a half-breed.
Right. When Claudia said that she had the ramen noodles.
She has made racial remarks as well. I forgot about that.
Right, because she did. Her verbatim words was, ain't nobody checking for you. They're not checking for that here. And then she said, what are you talking about checking? She said, that half-breed that you got going on.
And Bravo let her slide. Bravo did not get in her like they could have about that half-breed comment.
Because she couldn't even go nowhere else because Claudia was reading her down for Phil. Claudia gave what needed to be given. Claudia called her hair ramen noodles. Claudia called her big shoulders. Claudia said that girl, that was not from the runway because they do not make your size, hunty.
Because at one point, Nene was the top dog, so they were covering for Nene a lot. They covered for her a lot because allegedly she choked Kim. So that wasn't shown.
I believe it.
Allegedly.
I believe it.
So allegedly you choked Kim. So
you saw Kim face too.
Yeah.
That was the face of being choked.
And the video that I showed of them in the closet was heavily edited. So they were covering for you. And for you to go around and because you're mad because you're not on the show, because Andy don't want to deal with you. Andy, when you made your plea to be on the show, Andy just basically gave you his butt to kiss. So, and at the end of the day, you can't really
disrespected that man down to the ground. And
she called him a cokehead, didn't she?
Even if he was, because
I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly, you know, but I allegedly believe it. No, but I believe Andy likes to have a good time.
I do believe that. I do personally believe that. But if you were friends with somebody and on Mad Day, you want to tell all their business. Right.
And after you just threw him, like, if he was such a C-head, you just threw him his baby shower.
Yeah. You threw a baby shower for him because at the time you was a top dog. You was number one. But now that you're not number one and you're probably number 2 or 3 because you don't want to film with anybody. So why would they pay you millions of dollars to just sit there and show up for like a few episodes? So
see, she thought she was gonna she thought Greg passing, like, but once you cross certain people, like, sometimes enough is enough. They're not gonna go no matter what. They'll feel sorry for you because I believe that everyone does feel sorry that she lost her husband or whatever. But how sorry can they feel as fast as she moved on?
I think she was over it before it even happened.
I think this whoever it was been in the picture. Like,
yeah, he been there.
He been in the picture.
He probably was at the hospital room.
Right. And I think Greg probably knew. But
I wouldn't have did it in Greg's face though.
Right. And then I wouldn't publicly have brought this man out so fast. Like sometimes people do judge, and we don't know the situation of what type of arrangement
our business, but
we don't know what type of arrangement her and Greg had, because sometimes when people are in those situations, they have certain type of arrangements, and that's none of our business. But when you are a public figure, we are judging. I even sitting here talking about her. So, but you be looking at you kind of strange, like, yo, your husband just passed away. Where does this man come from? And public opinion does matter, especially when you're a public figure.
Hey, Candace. So yeah, I just feel like, out of respect, she should have waited at least 6 months before she paraded the new guy around. She didn't even wait a few weeks. The next week, she had the guy up, and it
was like 2 days, like 3.
It was like she was ready. She was at the bar. She was dancing and stuff. So it was just like, okay, did you kill him for insurance? But
then people will side eye you, because you are a public figure. We are watching.
So we're gonna move on to that, and we're gonna move to an alleged liar. The people have been saying that she's been lying about this case for a while, and I don't know if she's lying or if she just don't remember, but we're talking about your favorite. Hold on, let me pull it up. This your favorite right here, Megan. So
she's not my favorite.
I'm going to play the clip of her lying about her relationship.
This is.
Mace, can you mute for a second?
Yeah, I'm muting right now.
Okay, so this is the video of her allegedly lying about her status with Tory Lanez.
What was the nature of your relationship with Tory Lanez? Because he's led people to believe that it was a sexual relationship, that it was that you two were dating. What was the nature?
We were not dating. We were really close. We were friends. We hung out like every day. And his mom passed too. So when I felt like we were bonding over that. And
did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah. Did you, Megan? Did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
So why do you think he's putting out the story that the two of you had a relationship and that you're making the whole thing up?
I think that he is trying to deflect from the fact that he committed a crime.
Tory Lanez.
So if y'all can remember back to this time, they were always on live together, always.
Right. During the pandemic, it's like they were all, and oh my God, I got to bust out my fan. In honor of Terrence T from Giving You the Real Tea. Girl, bye. So, we don't believe you, girl. You know you slept with Tiny Tim. We don't believe you. Because you sort of picture him up on her butt looking like a jockey trying to get on a horse.
Let me post that because people are saying, well, this is not proof. Well, this shows some type of intimacy.
Because what was you arguing about with your friends that was so heated that they would pull out a gun and tell you to dance, be dance?
She was making it seem like she was trying to go and they want to go, but I don't think that was the reason. I really don't. So this is the photo that I posted this morning.
This is not friendly.
Friendship. This is friendship.
He looked like a jockey about to climb the horse. Like, stop.
They were alleged. I think she admitted it one time that they were. Right,
it was written all over her face. Like, first of all, who approved this interview without acting classes? That's number one. You sent, and I understand that the feelings have diminished because it's been over a year. It's been like you're not going to feel the same passion that you felt about it when she probably first got shot or whatever, allegedly or whatever. Of course not, but it was just bad acting. It looks like that. It's like she's forcing herself to cry. And I think this is a damage control move, actually, because in PR, that's just something they would do. I think something is about to come out that may affect the case. And now she has to get ahead of it because this interview made no sense. This
It was
interview
all over
this
the place.
for her to do in the beginning when everybody was questioning her, and she should have done an interview then. Or wait, if she didn't do an interview then, she would have been advised to wait till after the trial to speak your piece. Because if he has to shut up, why don't you have to shut up?
Right.
And like we don't know who shot her, but girl, your story is not adding up.
She's saying that Tory shot her and told her to dance. Listen.
I believe he probably did because I know somebody who. No, I personally was a witness to one of my friends. I'm not going to say who you are, but you know who you are. And
shooting somebody, telling them to dance.
No, they pulled a person pulled out a gun and was like, "Dance, B, dance, dance, B." To her, and she was like, stop jumping around. Now I was laughing at the time because I was just ignorant. I didn't know better. Like, it's a real gun and people get shot. You know what I'm saying? Because living in the hood, you see that, like, people pulling out guns. I used to smuggle them in the clubs under my breast, like, and I didn't realize I could have blew a titty off. You understand?
But that's an old blaxploitation 70s film.
Yeah, and it was like, I believe he probably did say that, but what can your friend be arguing with you about that becomes so heated that they would want to pull out a gun on you?
So basically, everybody online has been tearing her up a new one because they feel like she's lying. Here she is again, lying again. It's just not adding up. And the court documents are saying something different than what she said in this interview.
It's an argument in the car?
It was an argument because I was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go.
That's not
that's like normal friend stuff. Like,
that's not what happened.
We fuss about silly stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But
here she is trying to cry.
I never put my hands on anybody. I never raised my voice too loud. Like, this was one of them times where it was like, it shouldn't have got this crazy.
It shouldn't have escalated.
Right.
That it did.
So I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, "Dance, bitch." And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, he shot a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so
is he
scared.
in the car, shooting from the car, Megan?
He is standing up over the window, shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move quick. Like, because I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before.
There was an argument in the car?
It was an argument because I was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go.
But so also, do y'all remember when the case first broke, didn't they allege that the shot happened in the car? I remember, because the story has changed so many times, that first time the shot happened in the car and they were all wrestling for the gun, and that's how she got shot.
Yeah, now, I do believe the story would change so much. It's like,
the story has changed so many times, but what I do believe personally, everybody was drunk. I believe that Tory was messing with both of them. Tory was flirting with Kylie at the party because there was one live at the party before this happened. Tory was probably flirting with Kylie, and they got mad. Megan got mad and Kelsey got mad and found out that they both were smashing Tory, and that's probably why they was into it. And he was probably trying to break it up, and somehow in the midst of the drunkenness, she got shot. But I don't think that it was intentional. Personally,
this is a mess. And Eva, she probably, like you said, they probably was drinking and don't really know what happened. You probably just remember the last person that with the gun, he was the one who did it or whoever. And I hope they get to the bottom of who shot her. But at this point, I'm gonna need Jay-Z to come out and say, "We don't believe you. You need more people. Like, we don't believe you." Like, that's what we need. But I personally have my own theory. Mm-hmm. I think that being that Meg was such a big star, and they said that her team didn't want her with Tiny Tim, that, they were very upset. They like, what are you doing with him? Like, this is not a look. You're up and coming, such and such. And I think she probably used her best friend as a beard. Like, you act like you're messing with him for public, because since they see us all around together, people are.
I don't think she cares that much about her image. I mean, this is the same girl who basically wears a thong on stage every day.
No, but that's something she's looking for. And then when you sign to certain of these promotion companies like Rock Nation, a lot of time a look is a look. Like, okay, you could be naked, you could be shaking your funky behind all over the place, but you can't date this guy. This guy is 2 inches high, and you're like, this is not going to be a good look for you.
I don't think it was necessarily a bad look because he was popular. He still is
a midget. If you expect
power over him,
you want her to be on Beyonce's level or somebody, is she dipping back messing with Tory Lanez? She's going to have to upgrade.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like they were drunk. They had a drunken night, and they really don't remember what happened. She's trying to remember it the best of her ability, and I don't think she wants to mess up her brand or any deals that she has. I opened the doors to the church for people who said they wanted to chime in on this, but I just think that this whole case is convoluted. If he really shot her intentionally, he should be in jail right now. Why is he not in jail?
Right, but you never know, and I really hope they get to the bottom of that, because no woman deserves to be shot, regardless of what they were arguing about. A gun should have never been pulled out on her. He should have never stood on the bumper of the car and try to get her height and lean over and tell her, he should have never did that. And this shouldn't have happened to her. I felt bad that that she even had to go through this, but sometimes you got to watch the company you keep, girl.
Yeah, she was saying basically in her interview, and I do believe this is true because she was doing this, and she was becoming friends with anybody and anybody because her mom died and she was just looking to be loved and looking to be liked. So she just allowed anybody into her circle. So I do believe that part is true, but they were smashing. So you can't deny the fact that you were smashing this.
That thing was written all over her face and her coochie. Did you see her face? She was like, sexually, like, girl. She started to stuttering. She started to no.
So
girl, bye.
We're gonna move from that liar to another liar. So it's a lot of liars. That we're talking
the Rosas is coming out to play.
So we're talking about Dababy next. Dababy.
Wait a minute. Before we get to talking about Dababy, I gotta get something because I'm not messing around with him. This is serious business. Woo. I gotta make sure I'm prepared to talk about Dababy. I had to get 3 types of sages.
Oh, I was like, are you finna get a diamond? Please don't put a diamond.
No, I gotta sage the room because I believe this man has the energy on him that I don't want no part about. And I'm telling you, could see it in his eyes. He has something.
We're gonna talk about the most recent events. Like he has a lot of drama and negativity surrounding him. So this is what I call a toxic masculine person. And he's always trying to prove his masculinity amongst other men. Why is that, y'all? Why is that?
Because he's short.
Why is that? So here he is attacking his own artist. His name is Wisdom. So that's one of Dababy's artists. So here's the latest thing.
Hey.
So you see that he walked past him. He walked past him and then he just swung on him for no reason. And he looked like he missed that first shot. So he's attacking his own artist for what we don't know, because after this happened, they kind of tried to hush this story, and I haven't really heard too much. I haven't heard Wisdom get on there and say anything about it. So I do have somebody that jumped in. Hey, Val.
Hey, it's my sister.
Hi.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
My sister.
Hi, sis. Yeah, this is my sister, same mother.
Thank you for joining us.
Sister, y'all. Yeah, how y'all doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm okay. I was listening to y'all just a while ago talking about this Megan Thee Stallion thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, sis, I gotta come in now because I need to comment on this so bad.
Yes, let's share your opinion. What do you think?
It took me a while to get the camera set up to broadcast to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get into it, right? But to get into it, so I missed like probably the last couple of sentences. But what was the last couple of sentences y'all said?
She lying and she slept with Tiny Tim.
I believe personally that she slept with Dababy, and they were not Dababy, with Tory Lanez, and they were in a full-fledged situationship.
Oh, I definitely believe that. But I also believe about the I feel like that whole situation gets very deep because y'all got to look at the timing of everything too. Because remember, right after that incident, she did the song with Cardi B. And then she was just this big old, she just went flame, like it just went, she skyrocketed her career. If you really think about it, it was right after that, because remember she was talking about, I had bullet fragments in my feet and I was there standing in 6-inch heels with Cardi B doing this WAP and this and that. Right. So it's like, for me, I feel like it was part of a like whole like scheme, like a sacrifice thing, you know? I feel like that because, you know, you think about it, the Illuminati, you know, things like that. That's all real. I feel like that's really real.
Oh, it is. And especially in the industry, it's a lot that goes on. That's what we were just talking about, Dababy. And I had to plow all 3 types of sages. I had to get the blue, the white sage.
I'm telling you, sis.
And no, because that baby, he got in his eyes. You could see.
Yes.
Something in his eyes. And the way he rapped, for him to keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. You ever heard him go? That's something like he's conjuring something. And I don't trust it. Like I said, we talking about that nigga. Let me get the sage.
I'm telling
you, I don't
you,
want nothing that he got to jump on me.
Yes, that's for real. But getting back to the whole Megan Thee Stallion thing, I did think that she was sleeping with Tory Lanez. That's a fact. I do think that. But I just think that it was also just the way everything planned out. I feel like it was all a setup. And you have to understand also the image part, what you was talking about, Maxine, when you were saying about, why you with him for your career, doesn't look good for your career, things like that. That is definitely true. Think about it like this too. Tory Lanez is not a signed artist. It's a lot. He makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
I had to really look into him after this whole shooting thing. And I was going over it like with some of my peoples, and they were saying like he makes all this money. And I'm like, he does? I mean, they like off of his mixtapes. So I started to look into him, and I'm like, he does make a lot of money. So these, like the record labels, they want him to be signed. It's a problem when you're not a signed artist because they don't have no dabs into your money. So of course they don't want Megan Thee Stallion to be hanging with him. Why would they want that?
Right.
Well, so I feel like as far as the sacrifice thing, shooting someone and them still being here is not necessarily the sacrifice that they require.
But it's a humiliation. It could be a humiliation.
That's ritual. How I was looking at it.
Because like a lot of times they put like thing for you to suffer and for you to be humiliated in public for the greater good.
But when it's a humiliation ritual, you're physically not harmed, but you're mentally and emotionally harmed.
But do you think she was fit? Because the way she was riding up on her tiptoes 2 days after she was tiptoeing.
I was looking at the pictures and I'm like, is that even her feet? Like at first I was like, this girl, she can't be.
And it's everything is just not adding up. They lost the bullet fragments. Like where's the evidence?
I know y'all don't remember this, but I did post a video of her getting pulled over by the police after the incident happened. They were all in the car. So remember, if y'all remember, they were all in a black SUV. And she was hopping like towards the police.
Yeah, she was rocking from side to side like that. So, like, you know, when you be like, ooh, my feet, ooh, it's hot. That's what she was doing.
What confuses me is he allegedly shot you from out the window, but you got in the car with him. Like, when the police came, y'all was in the car. That's what people are not remembering.
And then, but in the way beginning, when this first hit the fan, she was saying, well, not she, but the story was like that he shot at the floor of the car. And her feet, you know, of course, your feet's at the floor of the car. So he was shooting at the floor of the car. And it's like, what? This is crazy.
None of it is
like a drunk mess. It don't make any sense.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I do believe that he shot her. Regardless to what, she did get shot or something close to that. You know, but I do believe that it was more so of a setup. Because at first, I was like, Megan Thee Stallion, you know, I love her music. But when this happened, I said, I don't know.
She lied initially and said that it was glass. If somebody shot me, I'm gonna when they ask me what happened, I'm gonna say they shot me.
Once things calm down. So I get what she's saying about the George Floyd, and I get that too, because that was crazy, and that happened like right before. She was right, and I get it. They all Black, and I understand that.
No, but sometimes we do that. Sometimes a lot. Like as Black women too, we could be in the most pain and be messed up and hurt, and our first instinct is to protect our Black men. Like
that's why I'm 50-50 with it.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. So I can understand her saying like, "Oh, I got glass in my foot," because she probably didn't want to mention a gun. Like, "Oh my God, what if they were in Calabasas?" You know what I'm saying? You're up there.
Because you only do that. Think about it. You're not gonna do that for your best friend. You're gonna be like, "Officer, I did lie when we was outside because I didn't know if we was gonna wind up getting shot. Y'all start drawing guns, find out that we got a gun." You know. But now that we're here and I'm safe and I'm in the hospital, yeah, my best friend, he shot me. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You're only gonna continue to lie for somebody that you're with romantically. Think about it. So it's like it's just a lot.
And for her to get in the
it's
car,
gonna come out in the trial.
Yeah, it's gonna come out.
Like I said, I do believe that this interview was damage control. This was definitely a PR stunt. I do believe that something is going to come out that's going to be very detrimental to this case, and that's why they did this interview, because the interview made no sense. And then the PR would advise not to. They would, if you didn't speak in the beginning, you speak at the end. You don't speak in the middle of the game.
That's the worst thing that you can do. Is speak before the trial. That's the worst thing that you can do anyway.
Yeah, because if he got to shut up, I think she got to shut up too. Like, don't say nothing. Wait till
she has a reason for it. I think maybe her label probably pushed her to say something. Maybe.
But like I said, it's a reason that she did this interview right now. It's either something, because Tory Lanez is very confident about what he's saying. Like, he's confident about what he's saying. And I do believe something is about to come out that's probably going to blow this case apart. And she had to get on top of it. Like, look, let me get on there. Let me cry. Let me get the sympathy of the people. But I think it backfired. Right. And if she had if Olivia Pope was on her team, they would have advised her not to. Because like I Pope situations. I'm the Olivia Pope. Like, but this interview was a big mistake. Very big.
It was a very big mistake. She should have did this interview back when this happened.
That's how I feel. If you're going to talk, then you should have just talked in the beginning. This is how long ago has it been now?
They said it's been 2 years. This happened when the pandemic, like during that same 2020. So her
time to do an interview and to do the crying is when the thing was fresh, because now she has to muster up tears and it makes it look fake. And even if she's not being fake, because trust, the emotions die down. Like something that happened a year ago that I was upset about. Even if I talk about it, I would have to really force myself to, because I'm not upset. You know, you're not in that moment. But if she had to do an interview like a month after her foot she would have still been in a raw, real emotion, and it wouldn't have seemed fake. This seems so contrived and fake.
Right. And you know what, too? If you think about it, too, like on a woman's point of view, after 2 years, you're not really emotional anymore about it. You're angry.
Yeah.
She would have been right there in that Gayle interview like this. You know, going on.
Yeah, because you'd have been pissed, not trying to muster up tears. Like,
because you,
right.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know, Megan. I like your music. I like you, but...
It's coming across as you trying to cover up something, and it's coming up as fraudulent. It's making you look crazy.
But something is definitely about to pop off. I want to let all the people know that I'm gonna probably start. I'm gonna start a show on my own. I sent you a thing. I sent you something. You could just run that. I'm gonna start on my channel. I was gonna do Real Sisters Talk.
Okay.
With myself, my sister, and our cousin.
Yes.
I just sent you. If you want to run it, can you play it?
You sent it to me?
I sent it to you through the Instagram, through the DM. Oh, you will have to download it?
The video that you sent me yesterday, sis.
Yeah, it is. I said I wanted him to run it now that you're up.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you sent me so many things. Did you just send it? Okay.
Yeah, it's the last thing. Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Wow, I like it. I like it. Look at me. I'm over here cheesing. I like it. But that's gonna be like a channel like where we really gonna like get into.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that on my personal channel, like where we could just talk about women's issues. Like
that'll be So let me know when y'all premiere.
Yeah, I'm thinking about trying to set everything up to do it for next month sometime probably, and pick a day out the week. We could do that. We could have the ladies come up because it's a lot of things that just everyday things that we go through.
So red table talk. So so it's basically red table.
Yes, something very similar.
That table black. Our table black. It's a black table.
Right.
So black table talk.
Black table sister talk.
Yes.
Now we're gonna have even men could come in too.
Real sister talk. We need the opinion of the men in
also like real life issues, because we see a lot of like the T channels, and then we see a lot of like the crime things, but it's like, what about something like emotional? You going through something that's very detrimental to you right now, where it's making you depressed, things like that. So just real life issues that we want to just
and it's a lot of people like, because me and my sister both like we have the same mother, and it's 6 of us, but our mother didn't raise us.
Yes.
So it's a lot of like separation, a lot of stuff going, because like I said, we have 3 brothers, it's 3 girls and 3 boys.
Yeah.
And maybe 2 other ones that we don't know about. Like when your mom have kids that you don't know about, it's a problem.
And then you raised in separate homes. It's like, and it's kind of hard to keep your relationship going with your siblings even after you get older, because you're not used to talking to them because you wasn't raised with them.
Right.
So it's like it's other people going out in this world that's going through the same exact thing, and it's not being spoken about. I don't really see it like that on YouTube, honestly.
So I think it's a good concept, and let us know. I didn't even know about the video, but I support y'all already. Just let me know, and then we'll promote the time that you're supposed to be doing the videos. So
we just gotta pick a time and see what everybody could come together. But that was just I threw together yesterday and let her know something that I think that would be interesting.
Right. Yeah.
I think it'll be a good show, and I want to thank you, Bells, for coming on here and sharing.
You're welcome.
And we hope to see you again.
I love you, sis.
Love
you to death. And it was nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you virtually. Hopefully,
that is the best beard on YouTube.
Hopefully, one day we can all meet in person. So it's nice to meet you.
Okay. All right. Thank you for having me. I'll check in again every now and then. All right.
See you later.
Check in with us.
All right.
Love you.
Love you.
Well, that was good. I didn't know you was doing the show. Congratulations.
Yeah, I just thought about it. I was thinking about doing it. I was talking about with my cousins about doing it, but the time, and then I was like, we got to get our time together. But I think this is something that we need to talk about, because like a lot of broken homes, and a lot of times you have animosity and stuff like that, and just get to the bottom of a lot of stuff. Like I love to see, like, because why I think certain ways is the way I was raised. So.
Yeah, I think that's a good concept. So I'm rooting for you all the way. I support you.
Thank you, Shay. I know you are so supportive.
I love to support.
Yes.
So the last thing that we're going to talk about, what's the name of your show?
Real Sisters Talk.
Real Sisters Talk. So be on the lookout for Real Sisters Talk coming soon on Mace's page. Give me the link to your page again, and then I'm going to post it in the description.
Okay.
So, moving on, our last topic is Dababy. Since we was talking about rituals and all this other stuff, we're going to talk about Dababy. First, we talked about the fight that he just had with his artist. Now, people are digging into your past. And now, we're looking at the Walmart incident where you killed somebody a few years back, and we're finding out that because at the time he was claiming self-defense. When this happened, he claimed that the boys was trying to rob him, but really the boys looked like they was happy to see a celebrity. They was trying to get an autograph. Seemed like they was being fans, but
it did look like a fight. It looked like a fight, but it did look like the guy was getting the best of him, and then he went off into the shadows. You couldn't really see. Like run the tape. You see how it goes back.
It's from Walmart.
Yeah, and look at him. He just and you're putting your gun in like and walking around like what? Pushing shopping carts. If you go back to the beginning.
So Dababy hit him first. So how was that self-defense? For some reason, he's been able to get away with this for a long time.
I'm telling you, he's calling on them Orishas. I'm telling you.
How was you able to get off for self-defense? Let's look at that again.
He out here man and slaughtering.
Not only did you hit him first, you killed him. He was
And
just
then
standing there.
but look at the back, how he stuffs the gun back. Like, let me just shut up because I don't want him to come manslaughter me. Like,
look, he has the gun waving it around in the Walmart, and then the guy just has his hands in his pockets, and he's just attacking him.
But like I said, he's going to get out of a lot of things, and come, you're going to see like, and it's going to be like, it's going to take a lot to catch him. And I'm telling you, he got someone behind him, some powerful. I'm telling you, look in that boy's eyes. He got some powerful something behind him. I don't know if it's his ancestors or who he done dug up. If he, I don't know.
So basically, what
I don't know if he done went down there and dug up Papa Legba. I don't know, but
So people are doing a lot of digging in Dababy's past, and they're basically saying that he did a few things to be relevant into this industry. The first thing that they're alleging is, well, there's extra.
Wait, I think Shady dropped off. Where? Well, we gotta wait for Shady to come back in. But what do you guys think about Dababy and him getting away with all this mess? Well, I think Shady dropped off. We're going to have to wait for him to come back. But while he is gone...
I'm back. I backspaced.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So I was trying to pull up the Dababy and the diaper incident. So I actually hit backspace.
The diaper? Not the
I've been doing a lot lately. So I probably just need to go to sleep. Because we was doing our live for 30 minutes.
We were on time.
In our mind, we was on time. So this is Dababy. Before he became really big, he allegedly did this humiliation ritual, which was him walking around in that diaper. Let me get a better picture. So this is him wearing the diaper in public. They're saying this is a humiliation ritual that he had to complete before he became really big. So this is him, I guess, promoting himself as Dababy. Like, who in their right mind goes out in a diaper and with no shirt on, and you're around all these people, men mostly, and you have nothing but a diaper on? That's
just weird.
Isn't that weird?
Just give me like baby play, because there's people out there that wears diapers and sit and like have big cribs made with pacifiers and everything, like giant people that like to be treated like a baby, and then for you to have intimate relations with them.
Yeah, you're walking around in a diaper. You're a grown man walking around in a diaper. So they're saying that you had to do this humiliation ritual just so you will be popular. This is not the first and the only time that he was doing the diaper thing. He did it in an interview as well. Like he was in a whole interview and he stripped down into a diaper.
That's just weird. But all I know, I don't.
Go ahead. What you were saying?
It's just something really weird and like spiritually weird about Dababy. When I look at him, I see something other than what you physically see of him there.
Like, it's really weird. Let me see. This is the video of him, stripping down in an interview, and there was only guys there. So just pointing that out. It was only guys there, and you stripping down to a diaper in front of people, and just parading yourself around. I don't know. The people are alleging that you had to do some You remember Boondocks? That what was it? Thugalicious.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name?
Thuglicious or something. Thuglicious.
They said it was like a Thuglicious situation on how he got into the industry. Let me make sure I have my allegedly banner on.
Right, allegedly. Because
but that's what they're saying is that it was a humiliation ritual, and he has a lot of negative energy that surrounded him because of the Walmart incident. He was able to get away with it somehow, even though
he's been able to get away with a lot. He's been able to get away with a lot. Did he slap a woman?
He's slapping, like, he has a lot of stuff that he should have went down for. When he slapped that girl, he should have been sued. They should have sued the pants off of him.
He's spiritually protected by someone or something.
You remember when what's his name? That guy at Miguel. When Miguel was at the BET Awards, that he tried to do a jump from one stage to the other stage.
And he finessed
and he hit that girl. He hit her neck with a split. That girl sued the crap out of Miguel.
Right, as she should have. You want me splitting on my fucking jugglers? Like,
she said that she was okay after the fact, but when she got home, she was like, "No, Miguel broke my neck."
Right, because as soon as she got home and realized in a moment, you like, "Ooh, Miguel was on my neck." You got home and realized, wait a minute, Miguel got money. This is a situation for unclaimage bag, but she was at the baggage claim.
And there's something going on. It's something going on. Allegedly, because that whole ritualistic thing is there, and you see it. He's always got to prove himself. He always got to be the toughest guy, and can't nobody touch him. And he's gonna beat up everybody.
I think that may be Napoleon syndrome.
I think it might be more than
sometimes
that.
Short people are just so feisty. Like, relax, shorty.
I think it's more than that. I think you're trying to prove something to yourself or maybe to others, because people don't be surprised if something comes out. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, and then I think he probably, whatever he's done, you never know what these people are into, and he probably feel that he's protected and I could just do what I want and get away with it. Like,
so he's been getting away with a lot of stuff. Like I said, the slapping of the incident, he shot somebody
after you and slaughtered and walked away. Like, see, this is why I'm like, don't talk about the baby, and you don't come there. He ain't above slapping a bitch.
I'm a child of God, so I'm not scared.
Right, because he's not above slapping a bitch. So he come slap my wig off.
But I do feel like there's something spiritual going on, with the baby, and it's a negative energy that's always following him wherever he goes. It's negative. When he's on tour, it's negative. When he's at Coachella, you remember he was saying the gay comment about, if you're not sucking D in the car, if
and you saw how fast he was canceled and right back in.
Right back in. For all his remarks.
They didn't even give him a year. They didn't even give him 6 months.
And that to me was strange. Y'all need to pay attention to what people are saying when they're saying it. Who was talking about people sucking D in the car? Nobody was talking about that.
Right.
And you just all of a sudden saying, well, if you don't have HIV, raise your hand or whatever.
If you ain't just finished sucking D in the car, like what?
That was to me, that was out of nowhere. So we have Thick Girl who has just joined us in the chat.
Hey, Thick Girl.
Hey, Thick Girl.
Hey, y'all. Who said that? Who said sucking in the car?
You remember the baby? He interrupted his concert and said, if you not sucking D in the car, raise your hand, put your lighters up. If you don't have HIV or any type of disease, put your lighters up.
Which was so ignorant and foolish. Like,
this happened.
Yeah, I remember you said something, but I pay that man as less attention as I have to. Like she said, he is demonic as hell. I ain't got time for the baby. No, none of his spirits coming this way.
Right, because I was like, I want none of that. He got to jump down on me. Like, I really wanted to see, but I would even dig into his stuff to see who holds his head, who's his head,
what is that?
His head,
who
which deity and what spirit Leo, because like we all have people that holds our head, like, but you're not supposed to tell who's your head, like who, but like, because I know who's mine, and like I would love to know like who's him. Like you can have people dig to find out who's, but I wouldn't even want to mess with who got his head, because then
It's probably somebody we know. Probably
somebody got your head, man. Hold up. We are not gonna go past that.
No,
Did you
it's
say somebody
it's like
got
your
your
spiritual
head?
guide, like your spiritual guide. Like everyone has a guide.
Okay, because I was
Like your
about to
spiritual
say,
guide. They
Mace,
call
why
it
you got to cut off head at somebody's house?
yeah, it's called who has
I
your
don't
head.
know.
Like who protects you. Like who's your spiritual
Okay.
guide that protects you. Like you're not supposed to
Yeah, I
tell
just got God, so I don't
spiritual
know
guide
nothing about the
who protects you. And that's I would love to know like who holds his head, like who's his spiritual guide. Like it has to be somebody powerful or somebody like because for him to do what he do and act the way he do is he really give me a strong goal, like a real like a real powerful energy.
Figure, do you think it's a humiliation ritual with him going around in the diaper before he became really big, and after he did the diaper thing, he blew up? Or what do you think
it gotta be something, because what grown ass, I don't care how short you are, how little you are, Mitch is not even walking around in damn, some midget got too much pride to be walking around like some of these midgets.
Don't even
you
say
know, some midgets are sideshows, and some midgets are like, no, I'm not a sideshow, you're not gonna play with me like that.
Right,
See what I'm saying? So for your ass, exactly, so for you to be walking around somebody had to make you do that. That is not no ordinary. I'm gonna do that, and then you want to be a gangster. How you gonna be a gangster in a diaper?
Yeah,
a diaper dumb gangster.
And then the rapper who he was fighting, his hair is done like a little girl, like a 12-year-old girl. Like he has little bows in there. It's
yeah,
really
he might be going through his ritual right now.
Wait a minute. So you saying that his hair was done up like her?
His hair, his mugshot that I saw, he had, or I don't know if it was a mugshot or him just that's how he looked in pictures, but he had the little bows, the little balls at the end tied up, and he had his hair done like a 10-year-old girl.
Oh, but these are the guys talking about gay men, though. I will never ever understand it. You guys look gayer than the most gayest person I know.
Yeah, and like a lot of times when people are so consumed with and like to talk about it a lot, it's something that they're deflecting from.
Dababy
I'm just saying
in front of everyone and got in a diaper in front of all men. There was only men in the room, so why are you stripping down, taking off your clothes, stripping down to a diaper? I don't understand.
Right.
Yeah, him and Lil Boosie need to answer some questions.
Hey, if you didn't have a diaper on.
Boosie is a whole different topic. I believe Boosie
but they all both focus on gay just a little too much for me, and they both done been in the pen. That's all I'm saying. They both done been there, and they keep going back. So
Boosie was in there for a while.
They like it.
Boosie was in there for a while, so.
And Lil Baby keep going back every he might not stay long, but he does take himself and go back to see his boyfriend every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to make up stuff, but I just feel like it's something going on spiritually.
If they want to keep on bashing gays, we can bash them too. Fuck
yeah.
It is like you could feel like the energy, like the world is just ripping. Like I just feel like the world is ripping apart. Like I don't know what's to come, but we're gonna have some things coming that's going to be like more shocking probably within the next year, like, and a lot of stuff with, like, I hope our president, like, he better get it together.
Well, can't nothing. Well,
he already looked like a night walker. I mean, a day walker.
Right, because at this point, I'll take Trump because at least Trump didn't look terrible. You looking like you did. I
just feel like
no, with Trump, you just knew what you got.
Yeah, he was very. Biden, you know what you.
He's a liar.
Yeah, he's a liar. He's just as bad. Just as bad. Everybody forgets what he did to the school system with the blacks, and everybody's so quick to forget.
And voting laws.
Like, yeah, but even the vice president, like everybody talked that first. Why are we saying the first black vice president? She's not even black.
She's all.
Not black.
We did that with Obama. We kept saying Obama is the first black president, even though he's biracial.
But even if he's biracial, this girl's not even
he's biracial. She has none. She's Indian. She's not black.
She's Indian. She's not
thought she was
black.
half black.
No, she's not. Look
no,
at her
she's
parents.
Indian.
She's Indian.
She has Indian.
Black. She appear black.
Her family is on a reservation.
Yeah, she's not black. And with
not
the
American Indian.
So willing to take
I thought she was Indian from India.
Yeah, she's from one of those, like, I think one of the parents are like one of them type. I'm not too sure, but I know for sure
but
she's not.
Both of her parents are not Indian.
No.
Though.
But they say I don't think she's not black. When I Google, she's not black. The girl's
people are from a reservation, not India, a reservation.
But the whole thing is that we be so open, we be so willing. Anything that look like us, we run to take. Oh my God, they look like us.
No,
she's the first black vice president.
She identified herself as a black woman. She said that about herself.
Of course, when it's convenient. Of course,
Yeah, you can.
everybody identifies as black.
That white lady identified herself as a black woman for years until we found out she
when
was
it was
white
convenient,
too.
she looked black because she appeared as black. Because, like I said, you appear as black. Just because you appear, just like we do with like our persuasion counterparts. As soon as they act like hip or they say like something like ghetto or down, we be like, oh look, they're cool. They're so cool. They're like one of us. No, they're not.
So Ebony said that her mom is Indian and her dad is from Jamaica, so Indian and black.
Well, I guess she wasn't. She
I never saw that part. I gotta look that up. I never saw the Jamaican part.
Yeah, that's my understanding. I never heard about she was half black, but in America we have the one drop rule, which is if you got any black in you,
you're black.
You're black. You're black.
Yeah, because basically, if you appear and show up in the world as black, the society is going to deem you.
Yeah, because we give everybody an invitation to the cookout.
But like a lot of times when we get past a certain tax bracket, we don't conduct ourselves as that way anymore. Because she was locking up a lot of people, a lot of black people, a lot of black poor people.
She was, but unfortunately, I mean, if you
and I understand that's the system. Or whatever, but just let's not forget, because look who we got in the office right now, and everybody forgets how racist he was. Like, you think you just changed being racist like that? All of a sudden you wake up and you're not racist?
I think both of them are both Sleepy Joe and Trump have issues.
Yeah, but at least we know
he voted racist when he was in the damn house in the
Trump is not even more racist. I think he's more of a classist. He thinks if you're poor, you're stupid. Like you're ignorant and you're dumb. Like you shouldn't be poor. Like he's more of a classist.
Who, Trump?
I think that he's more of a classist. He have a little racist in him.
No, he uses the racist community to his advantage.
Right, but he said this in the 80s. In the 80s, if you look at one of his interviews, because I used to watch, because I used to think he was kind of cute back in the day. I did. Huh? And I really. I used to like him and Giuliani. I used to think, well, different. But anyway. But I used to watch it, and he said, and when I'm going to run for president, and I'm going to run under Republicans, because Republicans are the stupidest people in the world. They believe in it.
I remember that.
He said it.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that video, and he did it because he's using that racist
narrative and
all American quote unquote
to scare them, because people in like white America they get scared, like, oh my God, the Negroes are taking over. Oh my God,
Yeah.
So they're going to get. He knows how to rile them up.
So, what do you think about the topics that we discussed tonight, Thick Girl?
Megan was shot. I believe her until they prove that he didn't shoot her. Kelsey, whoever did, because they said Kelsey sent the text message. They got the text message that Kelsey sent saying that he shot her. So yeah, I'm gonna believe she was shot. Well, she was shot. Ain't no believing she was shot. The X-ray showed that it was bullet fragments in her foot. Whether they still got the bullets or not, they still got them X-rays.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird, like the bullet fragments disappearing. I do believe that she was shot, but we just need to get to the bottom of who shot her, and who knows if we ever will find out who actually shot her.
Will, because
this is longer than the OJ trial, and it ain't even went to court yet. Like I just want them to everybody shut the fuck up and go to court. Just don't talk no more about it. I don't even want to hear about it. Girl, go make an album, make a good one this time.
I'm about to call Joe Kenda, because Joe Kenda always solves cases.
He solves murders.
He solves murder, but this is the murder of her foot. This is the murder of her foot. And if we get Joe Kenta on the case, I think he'll solve it. I think I'm about to call him about Biggie and Tupac murder too, like, because he done solved. He got 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons on ID channel, so he done solved a lot of cases.
So Thick Girl, what do you think about Blac Chyna suing the Kardashians for her money? That she said that she lost.
Give Blac Chyna some money. I don't give a damn. Some black woman needs to win against these people. I don't give a damn if she pulled a gun out on that man. I don't give a damn what she did. I just want one black woman to get something for all the for Jordan and all the other black women that they done dogged out over the years. I don't give a damn. If it gotta be Blac Chyna, let it be Blac Chyna. Shit, somebody deserves something.
That's enough.
She don't get child support. She ain't even got the damn kids long enough to have child
Well,
support.
she don't have
She
her
got the kids
kids.
a day a week.
But
She ain't getting no child support.
I don't think Blac Chyna's that person that's gonna get money out of them.
I think she gonna get something. Somebody gonna settle. They gonna get tired of their business coming out, and somebody gonna pull the cord. But Corey better watch out, cause he the next black man they gonna take down. He keep on acting like they love him.
He's next in line. He's
right. They gonna take him and his hips down.
They take all the men down. They take.
That's what I'm saying. So
they take all of them down.
And they say, and then y'all said something about he threatened Blac Chyna. Child, you don't think they would throw him to the wolves if it'll save them?
Right.
You better watch yourself. That's all I got to say about him.
You did you see the interview with Kim's first husband? And
how I don't watch nothing about them people.
They used
but what y'all tell me.
Y'all used him until y'all couldn't use him no more.
But that's how they.
But certain black men know what they're getting before they even go into it. So oh well.
Just like Kanye, I saw you down to that Dash store. Like you was sitting there showing all your toofuses. You was down there, Kim, showing all your teeth, looking real nigga.
He was saying Kim for years, even when she wasn't even thinking about him, when she was marrying other men.
And just smiling like a side cat, just sitting there, just skinning and grinning all up in her face. And she was looking at him like, and he said, Kim. You bet.
So I don't care about the black men because y'all so pressed to give them y'all money. Y'all don't want to give it to us. So y'all go to them or go to all the other women that look like them. So why should I care about your money that they took? Oh, well, you shouldn't have gave it to them. I don't give a damn. You ain't going to give me none.
Figure, were you here when we talked about Nene Leakes?
Yes, you already know how I feel. If she don't sit her down somewhere.
What did you think about the videos that we showed?
You just had to put this picture up, Shady.
You know, I don't exactly. Child, that's not the monsters and reincarnated.
I mean,
but Nene was willing to be their NIGGA as long as they were paying her to be their NIGGA.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to sue her for being the elitist that she was to every black woman that was on that show? She called Sweetie a slave. She called Claudia half-breed. She called Candy ghetto. She called Kenya a lot of things. Ew, she's renting. Ew. Right. Oh my God. How do you rent an apartment?
HNIC. She, as long as she was the HNIC, it was okay.
That's what I'm saying. So who's suing her for the elitist black bitch that she said she was? Right. She got to Hollywood, and then you can't come in my house right now because it's after 9 o'clock. Girl, you ain't going to bed. It's still people in your house. So what's the problem?
And they packing up the food. You saw the waiters and stuff still back there.
Exactly. So girl.
And they was eating on the table that Kenya gave her.
Yeah. And
great message, wrong messenger, and I really don't care because Mariah was crying for years while you were still on your show, while you was cashing your Trump checks, and you gave 0 Fs.
At least Mariah,
even like last season on that boat show when the lady called the black girl NIGGA. We ain't hear Nene come out and say nothing about that.
Mm-hmm.
And this was around the time when she wanted to sue. Nene cares about he, and that's the only person she cares about. Her and Aaron Hall's married first cousin or brother needs to go somewhere and sit their asses down. Because I really don't care if she gets $1 or not. I mean, I love my black sisters. I always want to see y'all win. But when you are willing to be what they want you to be, as long as they are paying you to be that, how much sympathy can I really have for you when you never had sympathy for anyone else?
Right. And we don't know who to blame at this point, because I do believe if Claudia Jordan did steal Nene's idea and run with it and make a hit show, she made a hit show. Like, I would be so angry because she took your idea and executed it.
I'm surprised she's not suing her. She's suing every damn
show. I don't think she knows who to sue. I think she's so mad that she just want to go after who has the most money.
I think she's suing so many people because she want to see what lawsuit is going to stick. Who can she sue that's going to stick? So I'm going to get all these people because one of these people has got to stick on this wall and get me some money.
So she's sitting there throwing the balls at the wall, like, "Ooh, something's going to stick."
Yes, you know how you throw your palm. They say throw pumps at the wall to see if it's done. That's what she's doing.
Anything else
And I
that you want to add in
care.
before we close up, Thick Girl?
Nope, that's all. I don't care, Nene. Go have several seats. Somebody else go and sue these people because I do think that there are problems over there at Bravo. I do think that y'all give our black cast members the wrong look. Y'all play with them. Y'all don't treat them the way y'all treat everybody else. That's why I don't watch Bravo. That's why I watch shit on YouTube or in somewhere else. I don't give them my ratings anymore. So, but when it comes to Nene, I could really care less.
Yes, bye, Nene.
Thank
you.
It makes it hard for you to
sympathize with it. Like she never sympathized with anyone. She didn't even sympathize with Sheree when Sheree, girl, I'm cashing Trump checks, girl. Get this fixed thing. You like have several. And then you talk about Kim. You say you put Kim all up in that paper, but Kim not being sued. But then you just made up with Kim again.
Yeah.
She was being racist. She used the N-word. She said something about chicken, but every time y'all made up to break up and you had no problem with it.
And that was your best friend after that. So
yeah.
please.
Right. And she was just your best friend a couple of months ago when y'all was on stage together. So what?
And she sent you flowers when Greg died.
Yeah, and you were so happy about the flowers. You forgot that everybody. You said the other women went in and sent you some flowers. You went in on them.
Kim sent a separate bouquet. The other
That's
girls
what I'm saying, but she was so happy.
Sent one bouquet.
Bitch, we don't like you. That's why we sent you one bouquet.
You gotta be glad you even got that bouquet because why you had us running around.
But it's just like your coworkers. If somebody passed at your job, or
that's what you do.
You everybody put in $10.
Right, but this is that's what I'm saying. Like, but Nene, you're not a pop. You know how you was treating the ladies. You better be glad too because I wouldn't have chipped in for nothing. I keep that
but
same.
They only sent them. They did not send them for Nene. They did not send those flowers for Nene. They sent those flowers for Greg because everybody loved Greg.
Right.
Nene, so Greg would have appreciated that. Greg would have never said, "Oh, y'all could have sent." Why do you want so many flowers? What you gonna do with all them flowers?
Girl, she gotta be glad she got that because Greg gone. Greg can't smell these flowers, and I'm gonna keep that same energy, girl. I don't mess with you. I don't care who died. I don't care if your dog died, your husband, girl. Bye. If I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. I do not care.
Exactly, but she should just be glad she got something because I wouldn't. Like you said, I wouldn't seen shit.
Nope, right. I'm not chipping in $5, $2. She can't even get 50 cents from me, girl.
But thank you, Thick Girl, for joining us tonight. We appreciate
all right, y'all.
Thank you.
Y'all be safe, babe. Love y'all.
Love you too. And we'll see you again on Monday when we do Huntsville.
Yes, because she be having that Huntsville tea.
She be having the Huntsville information.
Yes, the Huntsville tea she have.
And I want to thank everybody.
You were saying something before. I think you were saying something. I couldn't hear you. You said they wanted me to something.
I was saying something.
I thought you were saying something to me.
No.
Okay.
Maybe I was, but not right now at this moment. But I want to thank everybody who came in after we, I guess, was on live, but not really on live. So, which is the funniest thing ever because we was almost, we was 30 minutes into our little, I guess, practice run, and then I realized when Thick Girl said, "Where y'all at?" I'm like, "We here."
That was a dress rehearsal. We had a dress rehearsal, y'all. But we like to thank what's here? Oshina, Ebony M, Q,
California Cutie,
California Cutie, CC,
Ebony M,
Thick Girl,
Robin Hampton,
Jay Rucker, my auntie / mommy, Robin, and I want to thank my sister for coming up, Vels.
Thank you, Vels, for showing up and premiering your new show. And can you give us the show's name again?
It's Real Sisters Talk.
Real Sisters Talk. So go follow Mace on her page and then
follow both of our channels. Shady has his own YouTube channel as well. I have my own YouTube channel, Mace Moreau. And follow us down to our Instagram. Shady always comes through with the funny videos.
Oh, yeah.
I look forward to that.
I know I've been slipping lately. Sometimes when I get busy, I don't do it as much, but I do try to make people laugh. So
yes, you give me my morning laugh. I'll be up 5 o'clock in the morning with you.
I try to do it as soon as I get up to get this day started. So thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you, Thick Girl, once again for coming back on. Thanks to Vels. I see Carol.
Nola. Thank you, Nola.
Nola was in here. Q was
Blessing,
in here.
please. Everybody got to go over there and check out Nola on her channel.
Nola's doing her thing over on her channel as well. I think she may be going live. I think this is her night to go live as well. So she might be.
Yes, we got to stop
live right now. So we got to stop.
Yes, CC has her channel, California Cutie.
CC has a channel. Oh yeah. California Cutie said she was stalking my page. I thank y'all for stalking. Sometimes you might need to just go and catch up. Just catch up on all the foolery.
Yeah, because you be having it. I swear. I be like, I gotta send. I be looking for something. I gotta send this to Shady. I gotta send this to
Shady. If it's ridiculous, some stuff I don't post because I don't want to get taken down, but because Instagram is funny, like it's almost like YouTube, but a little bit different. But oh, okay. Nola says she went last night.
Okay. Oh wait, I missed it. I didn't even get an alert.
We can catch the replay. We can catch the replay.
Yeah, I always catch the replay because I always catch. I never catch the live. I be trying to catch the lives.
I don't think YouTube always sends out the reminders unless you hit.
Yeah, but I turn the reminders on, especially certain channels. Like Nola, I turn the reminders on. I didn't get the reminder. So
make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, the notification bell, so we can get all of you the buzz when we're on live. So thank y'all once again for showing up for our show. Mace, do you have anything that you want to say before we close?
I just want to say thank you to the peeps, and we appreciate you, and just having a good time with my partner, the best beard on YouTube. Yes.
Thank you, Mace, and thank y'all for once again for coming. This has been another episode of Let's Get Into It. Y'all be safe out there, and we will see y'all again on Monday for another episode of Huntsville, our Huntsville reunion, our Huntsville review. So we'll see you again on Monday. Y'all have a good weekend. Stay safe.